Hello folks, I'm Josh McGehee here with another edition of Thursday Thoughts with the Peacocks. This week I'm excited to be joined by football player and the president of SAAC here at Upper Iowa University, and Colin Jones. Colin, thanks for taking the time to speak with us this week.
Thank you for having me.
So first off, I want to talk about, again, focus in here on SAAC. You are the president here on campus. In terms of just what the organization stands for and what you guys do, tell us a little bit about SAAC.
SAAC is a committee full of student athletes on campus from across all the sports. We're really just a body for student athletes to have a voice and to speak with administration on any pressing issues between any of the sports. We also help with community events and getting more engagement out of the student body on campus. So part of that has to deal with advertising our sporting events and making sure we get good representation at games.
So Colin, going across, again, your tenure with SAAC over the years, talk to me a little bit about just some of your favorite memories working with other members of your organization and also what you guys have gotten to do for the community.
Yeah, so we've done a lot with SAAC over the years that I've been involved. Last year, I was involved in the Make-A-Wish committee. So I really enjoyed going out and helping with fundraising at several sporting events. But probably my favorite memory would be Mr. Peacock last year. Not only was I in Mr. Peacock, but I also was the runner-up by one point, and I was involved with some stuff behind the scenes as well, getting music set up and doing some of the planning behind the scenes. So it's a great event, and had a great time this year with it as well.
So Colin, I know you guys are coming off of a couple of big events that you've hosted over the past couple of weeks, looking ahead to what's coming up and also maybe looking ahead to the second semester. Talk to me a little bit about what's on the schedule for you guys and what you want to get out there to the rest of campus.
Yeah, so one of our biggest initiatives this year that we've put on would be our SAAC Game of the Years. So each sport throughout the year has a game that they've elected to be their kind of extra advertised game. So there's posters all around the school. If you see those, try to remember the date. But really our goal with this is just pack the stands and get as much of our student body there as possible. Really show our support for our athletes and bring everyone together for a good time. For my subcommittee, we're doing a recreation of an old Slam Dunk Don't Drive Drunk video. That'll be played during basketball games. And we're also looking into possibly doing a few other events around campus to help bring awareness to the topic. On top of that, we're also hosting Final Survival Kits. This is a fundraiser for SAAC, but it also allows for parents to get involved with supporting student athletes on campus as they get to the time where finals is coming around. So if you see a goodie bag, either placed in your locker or brought to you by a teammate, just know that it's from your parents, and that's part of SAAC.
Well, Colin, good luck the rest of the year with SAAC, and as always, thanks for taking the time to speak with us this week.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
When we come back, we'll have Vice President Sarah Johnson. Well, now I'm happy to be joined by a member of the Upper Iowa volleyball team and the Vice President of SAAC in Sarah Johnson. Sarah, thanks for taking the time to speak with us here this week.
You're welcome. I'm happy to be here.
So let's talk a little bit about what SAAC has meant to you. Again, you've been part of the organization for a couple of years now. Just from your experiences, how big has it been for you here at Upper Iowa to be a part of this organization?
I've really enjoyed my time in SAAC. I started my sophomore year, and that year was a little bit different because with COVID and everything, it was a lot of Zoom meetings and whatnot. But then last year I was secretary and this year vice president, and it's been really nice to do something still involved with sports, but more helping the community and different organizations like Make-A-Wish, which I'm the head of that committee. And so it's been fun to plan different events and get other student athletes involved.
So Sarah, again, you just brought up Make-A-Wish and being a part of that committee. It's one of the major organizations that you work with, the SAAC. Talk to me a little bit about some of the events that you have already put on and some of the other things that you're doing in order to raise money for Make-A-Wish.
It's actually really cool. The NCAA at the Division II level, we're the only division that partners with an organization. So with Make-A-Wish, we donate a lot of money to them. I'm the head of that committee, and our main event just happened this past week. It was Mr. Peacock. We raised almost $900. So a very successful event. It's really fun to put on. A lot of students come out for that. And we do minute to win it's at different sporting events and other things, which it's an easy, fun way just to raise money for such a great cause. So it's really cool to be a big part of that, and I've been the head of that committee the past 2 years, so kind of getting to develop new ways to improve that committee and what we can do to help Make-A-Wish.
So again, the big thing about SAAC is that you're working with other athletes, but Emily Hoffman is also the head advisor. Talk to me a little bit about working with her and how much she has helped you guys in helping make SAAC what it is here at Upper Iowa.
I think she's done a great job. Again, from sophomore year to junior year, it was a big transition for me coming and joining the board, and she was new too. And so we were all kind of learning together at that point, but she brought a new perspective on things, and also we were able to stick with the same traditions like Mr. Peacock, and she's very much a go-getter and not afraid to like take the initiative and get stuff done, and really easy to work with. So I went with her and Katie O'Brien to SAAC Summit this past spring, and that was a great opportunity, and we learned a lot of different valuable tools and insights from other schools within the conference, and it was just a lot of really good information, and we came out of that with a lot of good ideas, and we've already started implementing some of them, and that's been great to see, and just kind of SAAC take off, and with Colin as president, he's really had a good driven mindset to get SAAC to its highest potential and help as many people as we can.
Well, Sarah, good luck the rest of the year with SAAC, and again, thanks for taking the time to speak with us here this week.
Thank you for having me.
I'm Josh McGehee. Go Peacocks.